up? Today I'm going to talk about 5 pros and 5 cons of living in Kamloops. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Labrie Borthistle. I'm a realtor here in Kamloops, BC with EXP Realty. Today I'm going to talk about 5 things that are super awesome about living in Kamloops that I totally love, and 5 things that are maybe not so great. So let's dive right in. Number 1, gotta be the outdoors. There's so much hiking, so many places to take your mountain bike out, road bike, everything. Fishing, love the fishing. Fly fishing, this is the fly fishing mecca of North America, let's be honest. Let's just toot our own horn, why don't we? That being said, so many stillwater lakes, amazing spots for canoeing and kayaking, paddleboarding if that's your thing, totally. Skiing, we have Sun Peaks, like 45 minutes straight from downtown Kamloops, and it's one of the best powder mountains in the province, hands down for sure. And then as well, there's lots of great hunting in the area if that's your thing. Trying to get outdoors and take a good look at those beautiful animals. Okay, number 2, the weather. Kamloops is one of the sunniest places in BC to live. We get an average of 316 sunny days every year, so can't beat that. We definitely have a reputation of being one of the warmer places in BC and across Canada to live. Number 3, manageable traffic. So if you've ever been to Kamloops, you know that this is the cross-section of several major highways. So the Trans-Canada Highway, Highway 1, comes right through Kamloops, and then it cross-sects with Highway 5, so that one heads straight north. Trans-Canada runs east and west, and that just keeps traffic flowing quite often amazingly well right through town. Obviously, things happen inside the inner city and downtown and everything, but you've got so many options, 2 bridges to cross 2 rivers. So yeah, we keep things flowing, and I always say, you can rely on the Kamloops traffic to typically be pretty good. Okay, number 4. Kamloops is a super sports-oriented community. It's called Canada's tournament capital for a reason. We've got the WHL team, the Blazers, right here in town. So that's going to keep you busy, keep you entertained throughout the winter months for sure. We also have the Kamloops Broncos as a junior football team. Super fun to check out their games. Another thing is that every year the BC Lions come do their spring training here in Kamloops. So you'll see BC Lions professional football players running around Kamloops in the spring months. It's super fun. And as well, we've just have tons of sports, tons of activities that kids can get involved in. Junior football for the younger kids, as well as, you've got soccer, hockey, curling, figure skating, cheerleading, everything you could think of. I guarantee you can find it right here in Kamloops. Okay, number 5, the last one we're going to talk about here on the pros list, is affordable housing. So the national average in Canada for December of 2019, was $517,000. Average home price in Vancouver, December 2019, was over $1 million, just over $1,001,000. Kamloops, December of 2019, average home price, a mere $409,000. So definitely some more affordable housings, particularly compared to Vancouver and even into the national average for that month. You can own your home for a lot cheaper than in the rest of the country and in Vancouver. Okay, let's dive right into the cons list. So because of our geographic location, getting here in the winter months can be interesting. So let's say, for example, you're coming from Calgary or Vancouver. You do have to go through a couple of mountain passes to get to Kamloops, in or out for that matter. So if you're gonna drive, let's say December through April, you will definitely have to factor in winter driving, and adding extra time and even potentially road closures. That's assuming that you're not going to fly places. There is a great airport in Kamloops, but that'll get you to both Calgary and Vancouver, no problem. But Yeah, so as long as you're strategic about your driving in the winter, so that means, you know, watching the road conditions, checking Drive BC before you drive, and then as well, being strategic with the time of day that you're gonna drive. So if you're gonna drive, trying to be crossing those mountain passes in the peak daytime hours, warmest part of the day, tends to be a better way to go about it. You don't want to be driving when the morning, you know, we're coming down to the warmer temperatures and things are just like melting and kind of get some slipperiness that way. And then same thing, driving into the evening hours isn't a great option sometimes because the road's freezing back up again. So just one of those things you have to be aware of in living in Kamloops, that we've got some major highways that keep us from other big cities. Number 2, the city is pretty spread out. So there's some communities that are pretty far from other parts of town. So for example, West Side, you can be way down West Side, which is actually the north side of town, but the west side of the North Thompson River, you can be a good 20 to 30 minutes from your friend, say, that lives in Aberdeen, which is sort of on the south side of town. So same thing if you're over at Costco in the Pineview area and you want to get out to the Dallas neighborhood, that could take you a little bit of time for sure. But traffic's usually manageable, so you got that going for you. Number 3, downtown parking. This seems like just one of those pretty common problems that bigger cities have. You have to pay for parking. Now, not everywhere downtown. There's definitely streets that have free 2-hour parking, but they're not right next to the shops and the great restaurants or anything like that. So the closer you are to those, to the popular streets, Victoria, Seymour, Lansdowne, you're gonna have to pay for parking. It's pretty affordable, $1.25 an hour, and you could park for 3 hours. And then the other thing is too, fun fact, if you do get a parking ticket and you take it straight to City Hall or pay within 24 hours, it's only $10. So, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty cheap option too. It's just pay the ticket right away and there you go. Number 4, Kamloops is a little lacking in the nightlife department, not gonna lie. There are 3 or 4 amazing places to be on a weekend night if you really wanted to hit the club. Blue Grotto, the Commodore, and the Cactus Jacks. Those are 3 good options for sure. And there's great live music at those locations, but that being said, it's not a ton of options to choose from, and so hopefully in the near future we get some pretty cool late night hangout spots that pop up. Number 5, cons list. Right now, we don't have a rideshare program available in Kamloops here, BC. Now, for the longest time, BC was one of the only places that didn't have Uber or Lyft. Now, just in the last 2 weeks, so I'm filming in February of 2019, just in the last couple weeks, Uber and Lyft have started their operations in the Lower Mainland, Greater Vancouver area. But they haven't come to Kamloops yet and have not made any indication of when that might be. But there is a rideshare program that has promised to come by the end of 2020, and that's called Kaboo. So we are getting rideshare, but right now we don't have it. So you're limited to cabs and buses if you don't have your own car. So, and the cabs have a reputation in town and across the province for being pretty unreliable. So you could call one and one might not ever come, or they might just show up super late, especially in winter driving conditions. So just something to be aware of. The cabs aren't great right now, but I'm sure that will improve as soon as we get a rideshare program right here in Kamloops. Okay, that was the list. That was 5 things that were awesome, 5 things maybe not so awesome about Kamloops, British Columbia. So like I said, my name's Labrie Borthistle. I'm a realtor with EXP Realty here in Kamloops. I shoot tons of videos like this, so if you like what you hear, click that subscribe button and be sure to comment below if I missed anything that you thought I should have mentioned. All right, we'll see you in the next one.